Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. As always, this podcast is made possible by our local convenience stores, the misappropriation of history, and you. And now to your hosts, Justin Hammonds, Brant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut.
What's up? What's happening, world? This is a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction, and this is the Tweener episode 3, in between season 4 and season 5. Haven't come up with a name for season 5 yet, but I'm sure I'll have one. Season 4, more to explore. Season 5,
staying alive. No,
I was gonna go with like more reasons to
Thrive.
be alive or thrive. Or,
trying to thrive.
Yeah,
Thrive's
something-
good. I
something
like
like
Thrive.
that.
Thrive
We're gonna get
alive.
there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Beehive.
We can get
Thrive Alive Beehive.
Yeah, we can get there. Anyway, this is Tweener 3 in this little break we're taking. And I think Grant has some Southern sayings or what's the word?
Word up.
Yeah, sayings is fine.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
you're looking for the fancy man's word.
Yeah, the fancy man's
the
word.
$10 word. Colloquial.
Colloquialisms.
Or euphemisms.
Alrighty then. I'm Justin
Euphemisms.
Hammonds. And I'm looking at my boy Drew Shellnut.
Sometimes.
And my boy Grant Bramlett.
Hello.
And today we were blessed with the presence of our other executive producer, also Grant's wife, Grace Higginbotham, is in the building, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
What's cracking? What's cracking? Should do the hand clap joint. You do the hand clap soundboard?
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Oh, it was erased.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We're here.
There we go.
We're in
There
it.
we go.
We're in it. We're thugging. We're finally here. Yeah. So
Did it
next week,
live.
we got the first episode, season 5, coming out next week. Stay tuned. We out here doing things. You know what I mean? How's everybody feeling? Grace, you good?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Just delightful.
Right on, right on. How's things? How are
Feeling good.
things?
Things are good, stressful due to grad program timelines and,
yes.
and assignments and things. But
Of course.
other than that,
Yeah.
out here thriving.
Doing
our best.
Doing your thing. Just got your new car out here. Hold on now.
I know that
you
that was
doing?
unplanned,
Yeah.
but I am grateful for the wheels because my poor old Subaru Betty just decided to shit the bed.
Yeah, that is what it is.
So,
Yeah, we've left in the driveway for a minute, and at this point now that it's been resting, I guess. I don't know. It motherfucker smokes.
Oh, yeah. Blowing head gas.
Thick black smoke coming out of that back.
It's not.
All that liquid's been chilling.
It's not that bad.
But
It's not good. It's definitely one of those moments where we should probably have it like driven away by someone who will then fix it and sell it
Yeah. I feel you.
versus
Yeah.
driving it anyway.
There's all types of websites and online shit, which are just dealt with online shit with Carvana, but you can sell a car easy these days from your couch, they say.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell my wife's vehicle through Car Gurus right now.
Yeah.
How's that looking,
Do you like
money-wise?
the guru?
The offer as it sits, they come to your house,
Right.
make an assessment, and then send you a check in a couple of days.
Right.
When they take it away. I don't have the money right now to fix the brakes on it, and I told them there's an exhaust leak, so it's in good condition, not amazing or poor, because
Right.
poor is like almost to the junkyard.
Yeah.
I think the offer's $7,600,
Okay. Shit.
That's solid.
No.
117,000 miles on
So I
her
was
car.
thinking about driving ours
That's
down
solid.
to CarMax because what I've read, they give the most. But
Yeah.
I might look into CarMax.
Well, actually, yeah.
Also, Carvana does the same as well.
Carvana also
Y'all dealt with them already.
Carvana does, but the hook that I've read into on their issue is that they're more or less trying to get you for a trade-in, kind of a deal.
right, that's why they offer less than CarMax and
Exactly.
probably less than CarGuru. I might look into
Yeah,
that
because
shit.
Carvana offered me about 100 less than that. But what I've been told as like a rule of thumb is go to Kelley Blue Book, be honest, type your shit in. You can take that to any dealership or any place with you, and they'll match it or better match
That's
you.
very
Right,
true.
right.
So that's probably,
There you
and her Kelley Blue Book is at like 6,500, and they offered me 76 from Car Gurus.
Fuck
So-
yeah, I'm gonna look into that tomorrow.
I was gonna say,
Look
take
at this,
that.
look at this free game we're giving y'all, man. You got shit
You
to
know,
out there in
bro.
Friends, Facts, and Fiction. You get free game. You know what I mean? Just love out here.
You know?
Happiness.
It's not just for cheap giggles. giggles. Look, this podcast is not just for cheap giggles.
You're getting free
you know?
game out here. It's tax season. I know everybody trying to buy a car right now. That's how it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it goes. That's how it flows. You feel me?
What else are they doing out there in the world, Justin?
What else they doing in the world right now? Well, right now we're just trying to find love in this world because it's spring, and spring is full of finding your new leaf, your greening in your life, if you will, to speak to nature and the spirit of the human. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
the
we-
beginning of the cycle.
Yeah. So we all trying to get out here and be blessed and not be stressed, make the most.
Killing
Neglect
ghosts.
the rest. You feel me? Oh, you feel me? It's free game. It's free game. It's free game. It's free
All
game.
right, I'll
That's-
take
that's,
it.
That's
I'll
all I
take
got. That's all I got. But anyway, yeah. Before we sound to these high facts, man, you know, just get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Lean back, chill. You know what I mean? Take a deep breath. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Lock it in.
Grace is very good at that.
Yeah. Yoga
It's
masters.
what I do.
Centering her
I know.
chi at all
Yeah.
times. You know what I'm saying?
You can't ask somebody near me to take a deep breath and me not respond. Because
There you go.
it's a good mental check-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when someone says it, then that means somebody, either you or someone around you, definitely needs it. So it's like,
Needs to embrace that.
I mean, shit, that actually happened to me just the other day, and she's positively rubbing off on me in that, like, I'm
you say that as
stressing
if you're
the
mad.
fuck off.
Fucking positive.
I'm stressing the fuck out about taxes and money and, like, my small
Those
business.
are, yeah, let's not get into that.
Look, my small business is doing okay.
Yeah.
But we have not quite caught up from all of the bills that recur annually,
Right.
based off of the very slow winter that lawn care companies have. And I'm also dialing back hours at the bar because I'm realizing I can't do this shit on my own because I had a business partner, like a full-time business partner last year who had to step out for health insurance reasons, which is totally understandable because I don't have health insurance. And I'm very, very happy that my business partner does have health insurance now.
Right.
But this is now all on me,
Yeah.
which means less time at the bar, less money there. And I'm like, fuck.
What-
I'm literally driving my truck
hey,
going,
hey.
fuck. And I had a moment where I was like, all right, it's fine. Just,
Yeah, deep breath. Yeah, man. Shouts out
and I
to
felt
good
better.
marriages.
And then I was
See
like,
what good marriages
God
do?
damn it, Grace. Good job.
Look at that good
You know,
marriage decision.
Good
for y'all.
stuff.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
She makes me better.
What
She
can
makes
we
me
say?
better.
Yeah, I mean, yoga instructor in the city anyway, you know what I mean?
And I make her more reckless
dozen.
in a teeny tiny way. I try my best to make her more
Tiny way.
You
reckless.
kind of
I mean, yeah.
influence my recklessness.
You just gotta keep a ball.
Good.
I was already somewhat reckless to begin with.
Just gotta keep a ball of Jameson around. You'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Then we can talk
So
freely.
You can meet in the middle.
Meet in the
You know what I mean?
middle.
Compromise, baby.
now, with this particular episode, I felt like I'm just gonna freeball this motherfucker.
Might
I
as
got
well.
3 different articles
Turn
that
up.
seem pretty good. I just
Delightful.
glanced at them, right?
Yeah,
This is more of a conversational one
Yeah.
because we're all from the South.
Yeah.
We all know our sayings, and we might learn a little bit as to where they come from.
Yeah.
But this one comes from townandcountrymag.com.
Oh, fun.
Turn up. Love
They
that.
started out the article talking about some like reality show where a Southern woman was displaced in this like Real Housewives version of one of the, I don't know, I don't watch reality TV.
Were they in
so-
a different region of the United
Yes,
States?
yes. she
So
was,
I'm
yeah.
assuming either out west or up in the Northeast.
I think New York, yeah.
Yep. 'Cause
Anyways,
that's the stereotypical.
Our-
We're gonna
our-
switch it up.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yeah.
our author of this particular article said a whole bunch of bullshit, like 3 paragraphs. I was like, So I moved on to here. It's true that we routinely speak in similes, metaphors, and hyperbole, which are sometimes difficult to understand. But I'm going to try and clear up some of this nonsense. While everyone knows that what y'all means, Southerners are not taught that you can be plural. There are other expressions and idiosyncrasies that our Northern, Midwestern, and Western friends might find difficult to fully understand. And here's a few that she would like to share. Not only Southern children, but adults as well use the preface ma'am or sir when speaking to someone older or in authority. We really aren't trying to be obsequious. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. I can't tell you the number of teachers and professors I had at Lawrenceville or Columbia who corrected me on this usage. They thought I was being impertinent when I It was simply an automatic response. Every Southern girl in the history of the universe has been told this by her mother and grandmothers when she first starts to date and is having quote-unquote relationship issues. In other words, make yourself scarce because they'll miss you.
That's woof.
I use this all the time. It's a Southern way of cursing politely and not taking the Lord's name in vain.
Classic
Jesus
thirst trap.
Christ.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So when a Southerner says she's ugly or that's ugly, they're not talking about someone's looks. They're condemning.
Yeah.
They're commenting on what's inside that person or how they're behaving. It's
That's true.
bad.
Oh, that's very true.
They was
You
so,
just need-
so ugly. It's just
You were
they're
just acting so ugly in church this morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Lord, fix it.
It's more
Lord
of
bless
a,
it.
a reference to your inner environment
Yeah.
being wretched or like evil. Like a lot of, old school Southerners
Of course.
are like,
Yeah.
that acting ugly.
You acting ugly out here.
You got some demons. You acting ugly out here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. But
So I'm going to have to go back just a little bit. I'm realizing that I'm misreading this article. They have got a thing in here that read to me as an ad. So I'm going to go back just a little bit.
so you're just out here reading ads.
Turn it back.
I thought it was an ad, and I glanced over.
Oh,
Hey, would you say a few weeks ago? Let's tie it back, bro.
Yeah, we're going to tie it back, baby. So
Not circle back. Let's tie it back.
what I was reading earlier, the Southern phrase in this one is absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That's a Southern phrase?
That's a Southern phrase.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I just grew
That's,
up
I
with
was going to say that's what we grew up
Well, and
knowing.
Is that the thing that kind of ties around to
Make
the
yourself
whole
scarce.
Make yourself scarce?
Yes.
the classic, bro. The classic
That's the
thirst
tie
trap.
around to that.
That's what I was actually going to say. It's like, oh, wait, just absent makes the heart grow fonder. I was going
Right.
to say that, and then
Right.
we moved on a little
But
bit.
to make
Exactly.
yourself scarce, I think in this context is when you're having those relationship issues and you're trying to influence the other individual to kind of
Reach out.
bend to your whim or your will or whatever, whim or will.
Both are good.
Yeah. Depending on who you are, whim or will definitely serve its purpose. But if you make yourself unavailable, then
It's like
it's like instantaneous. Like, hey, what are you doing? Hey,
it's the OG
haven't heard
thirst
from you
trap.
in a little
Yep.
while. Just
OG.
making sure everything is cool.
It's like that. It's the whole like wanting something you can't have kind of a thing. Kind of
Yeah.
like
See, back in the
outreach.
day, you used to have to go knock on the door or call that landline. Now we so connected. If it's an hour, let alone a day. Back in the day, I mean, a day without hearing from somebody, it's like, hold on, wait, they ain't hit me back today. The whole day. The next day, it's like, all right, maybe she's just waking up. 2 days? Okay, I gotta go see what's cracking.
You're thinking
now,
about her.
Now
Yeah.
2 hours, bro. Like,
Shit, 2 minutes, people
we're
are
so
getting pissed off.
instantaneous these days. It's like it's immediate. So like it's the ultimate OG thirst trap of like, I ain't gonna talk to him for like a day.
And my other tie around
I ain't
is
gonna talk to her for like a day. You know what I mean? Like,
Drew, you have used this a few times. Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, in lieu of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's our one in
Christmas. Lieu.
in lieu of Jesus Christ.
And Lou was Jesus Christ's cousin, not to be
with
Confused
Ned.
with Ned.
not
Yeah,
be confused. with
Ned's
that.
out here, bro.
Jiminy was in there too, but he wasn't.
Oh my
Did you
God.
guys ever keep a journal in your like relationship during middle school where you'd like write out what period you're in and like what is happening in class and like I miss you, and then you pass the journal to your girlfriend or boyfriend at the time?
I passed, like, paper
a
notes.
lot. We passed notes a lot in my high
Notes.
school.
Okay, so
Yeah.
more of like the folded
like the
notes.
folded up, and you got the like to from little heart joint. Like,
Man.
The
hey, what's
notes
up, boo?
that I, the
This
notes
class
that I
kinda
passed
boring.
were like 1 through 50,
Oh yeah.
and then wait for the paper to come back with the A, C, B, D, D thing, and I'm just like, cool, I got the test now.
You're
Nice.
cheating.
Wow.
That is clever.
Like a liar.
Wow.
Anyway,
Mine was a little kind of strange. So I passed notes like crazy in school, but my
That shit was gold.
I honestly don't know if I've ever really told anybody this shit. So in
Now tell the world.
yeah, right now I'm gonna tell the world. So
Lay it out there.
my bedroom, once I moved to Birmingham, Alabama, so like 7+, I had this little like crawl space door entryway into an attic, you know, kind of a thing. And that was my weird little journal. I would actually like open that up and scrawl shit on the inside of the attic door
Oh,
crawl
weird.
space.
Oh my God.
As
Whoever
if I was like a
found
prisoner.
that later
You know what I mean?
probably
That's
was
some Alcatraz shit,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
Right?
Yeah,
As
somebody
if I was some kind
definitely
of like
thought.
weird little prisoner or something.
some
You know what I mean?
some kid who moved into your house later found that and was like, "What the fuck
Yeah.
is happening
So the very
to this
top
poor child?"
of the wooden door, the hinge door that's got the little padlock on it, like the little cheap little, you know, padlock. The very top
Fuck is that?
of the
Is that
fucking
the one that like
inside of the
rolls
door.
halfway down and slides over
Yeah,
and then
yeah. The very top of it is "Mama is mean" spelled wrong. Mean is spelled wrong.
Like
To give you,
MEN.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
to give you an indication of how old I was when
Yeah,
I
sure.
started my weird little prison-oriented back of the door.
Your Shawshank
Scroll.
Redemption.
Fucking out here on the rock at Alcatraz. Fucking
oh my god, amazing.
By the time of high school, it was basically full.
yeah, of course.
you don't say.
Yeah, I could
There's a
imagine.
whole movie script in there.
But that's 10 years of shit, bro.
if it was like important enough, I would go into the
go in
closet,
there and
I'd
get in
move the shit
Oh,
aside,
man.
open that little door, and I'd write that shit on the inside of the door. Yeah.
You know what? You should write a little story about that to Jenny Slate, the comedian, because she kept notes
That's true,
on the
she
inside
did.
of her closet.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
and
yeah.
her parents' haunted ass house.
Yeah. That house is haunted as fuck.
That's fun.
Shout out to Jenny Slate and your 1 hour special on Netflix because that shit was fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
Turn it
I
up,
cracked
actually.
so hard and
When
cried.
she talks
laughing.
about
Hit us
how
up in the
haunted
emails.
her
Oh my
parents
God.
are, or
But-
how haunted her parents' house is.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. Like,
Yeah,
That's
she's incredible. But
Yeah.
she wrote little notes on her closet walls and stuff.
That's real. That's real.
so here's another one.
Relations.
My grandmother used to say this shit all the time. My dad's mom. You can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Then with, yeah,
tell you
but that's
what.
actually not true.
I know.
It's actually quite the
Yeah,
opposite.
I was gonna say
It is.
it's
no.
definitely the
Yeah,
opposite.
if you work in a restaurant, especially in the back of the house,
right?
you know that the honey is going to be left alone, and that vinegar is going to have flies all the fuck over it.
All up in there. All up in there. You're talking about ants when you get into honey.
Yep.
That's how you get ants.
That's how you get ants.
That's
You
how
just
you get
gonna,
ants.
oh, you just gonna leave that Coca-Cola spilled on that counter right there?
That's how you get ants.
That's how you get ants.
Now, come on now.
Because they're sugar ants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
the
damn
little
right.
tiny babies
The
that
little
are
fucking, like, line of ants that
you'll
goes
never
outside.
get rid of because there's billions of them.
A billy.
Everywhere.
A billion.
Everywhere. Especially in the South.
There's another one. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That's another Southern.
Well, I
My
mean, no
grandmother
shit.
actually-
I mean, why
Squeaky wheel get
would
the
a
grease.
non-squeaky wheel get grease? That's just
Yeah.
you just. It's like WD-40.
Yeah, I was about to
you
say
know?
WD-40 was invented for this saying.
But I mean, the saying is quite pertinent, though.
Yeah.
I mean, in what it entails and what it means.
Of
you know?
course.
If you don't speak up about something, nobody's gonna fucking hear you.
Exactly.
Well, that's exactly the point.
Exactly, you know, so-
And I mean, it's. I feel like it's viewed as a little bit derogatory, but at the same time, it really can help you in a situation. Like,
Very
be the
true.
goddamn squeaky wheel in this group.
I mean, that actually helped my wife out a lot when when she was trying to do the transition to moving up here, and was trying to get out of that job that she was in. She had been there for 7 years, and it was almost dead end at that point.
Yeah.
And she talked to my grandmother. My grandmother said the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and she goes, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Either you're going to stay here and be the squeaky wheel that
Or you
gets the
gonna go
grease, or you're going to go up there,
Exactly.
move on." So yeah,
Bang. There it is. Wow. Akin to a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah,
Into
exactly.
that one.
yeah, you miss
That's in my
100% of
family.
the shots you don't take.
Yeah. Wayne Gretzky.
There you go.
And speaking of mouths, hush your mouth.
Now hush your mouth.
Husher.
Husher.
Hush your mouth.
Hush your mouth.
Hush your mouth.
Which in layman's terms is shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
In the nicest way possible.
Hush your mouth. Shut the fuck up.
Hush your mouth.
You know, I feel like Midwesterns have that, like, they've perfected passive aggressive.
The passive aggressive?
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's what I tried to explain. This lady that just came in, that is our district manager. She was just like, yeah, I'm just talking to people. I'm just kind of like, people say certain things, and I said, look, I'll give you a 101 on Southern women. If they say it's fine, it ain't fine.
It ain't fine.
In the South, fine don't mean fine. That's a passive aggressive. Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Do you want to go here? Hey, babe, you want to go over here to eat? Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
They don't want to eat there.
They definitely
wanna eat
don't
there.
want to eat there.
But I will say, hush your mouth
Hush your
is
mouth, yeah.
that perfect Southern niceness way of saying, shut the fuck up. Right?
Yes,
It's
without
not
doubt.
passive aggressive. It's just politely aggressive.
It is direct
Yeah.
because it is. You do this now.
Hush your
It's
mouth.
still
Hush your
polite.
mouth.
Well,
you just don't. cuss doing
what
it.
I've noticed myself doing recently, I'm trying to be not presenting as such an aggressive individual. Is when somebody irritates me or something, or fucks, like, you spill something in my house, and we're like, oh, you done spilled this shit all over my house, goddamn. But and I'll look at you.
But like,
But like for that, for real, though, like, you gonna have to clean this shit up, though.
It's on you. This is on you.
Yeah.
But I turn it into a joke because I don't want to walk up to somebody and be like, hey man, you just spilled this shit all over my fucking kitchen.
Yeah,
because
so I
I
need you
know
to
that
do
I
this.
come across a little bit more like, you know, so I'm just like,
Word.
oh, motherfucker, don't spill, oh, fuck your couch. Clean my shit
It's a
up.
diversion. It's like naturally, it's a naturally southern thing to do, to be like, I'm not trying to be mean right now.
Yeah.
But hey, you fucked up.
Not trying
It
to be mean,
definitely.
It's like a
but I'm gonna kill your whole
It
family.
definitely like spawns back to the Southern hospitality,
Yeah.
like mentality that still resonates, albeit based in really questionable and fairly racist
fucked up times.
ideology.
Yeah, from its origin, yes.
But yeah, we are still seen as a region as being incredibly polite
And welcoming and-
welcoming and very much kind-hearted, even
Right.
though we can absolutely serve you up.
Yeah.
And
On a
that
spit.
is perfect for what I was going to say, is that do not ever mistake my kindness for weakness.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no.
I will
the
be
whole
nice
thing.
to you every day, all day long. But if you cross me, or more importantly, my kinfolk,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You
Well,
messing with
taking
my
your ass
kin?
out.
That's one thing
My
that I
can.
do respect about the Northeast, like say New York, New Jersey, or some shit. They're literally like, no, fuck that. Listen, bitch, this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that directness is more vulgar, albeit more pure at the same time.
It is.
Because they will laugh and joke with you the 30 seconds later. But in that moment, it's like, hey, no, for real, this needs to be talked about. Okay, we
Yeah.
good. Let's
Right,
rock
whereas
on.
Southerners
Yeah,
are
Southerners
like plotting your
"Alright,
death
cool,
behind
like-
your back
Oh, yeah.
by
You
being
good-
like,
you
"Oh, it's
good for
okay,
now."
sweetie, we don't care.
Yeah, you good.
We're gonna be. You're fine."
You
You're
slip,
fine.
you
You're
slip
just
up
fine.
again,
You're
though.
fine.
I'm gonna be a little sharper. You slip up the third time. Okay, now this bitch gonna get cut. You
You're
know what I'm saying?
fine. Tim just got a new gun. He's just letting it rest under the pillow.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
fine. We just got new pistols in the house. Anyway,
I think we
will-
got a Doberman too. It's a little puppy, but just give me about, I don't know, 5 years. You're fine.
for now.
for
they-
now.
grudges are held in the South. That's for sure.
Apparently, we claimed cop.
Cop?
Yeah, officer versus cop.
I would have thought that we claimed the pronunciation police instead of police.
The
I was
police.
gonna say it.
Police.
We definitely say the police,
The police.
Yeah.
but
police.
COP is short for. It's an acronym for
Constable, on patrol. Yeah, exactly.
Weird.
Yep.
So we use
Constable.
officer when we're talking to them, but when we're talking about them, it's cop.
I was gonna say or something far more derogatory.
Yeah, a lot of other things. Yes.
I was gonna say another three-letter word that is definitely what we tend to use until we're in other company.
Yeah.
This one I do like, and I actually kind of use pretty often. Cousin. So Southerners use cousin in phrases. We all use cousin, but we use
I was about to
cousin
say, wait, what the
constantly.
fuck?
I'm like,
and the way she said it, we're proud, very proud of our family, as long as they make us proud. It doesn't matter if someone is your fourth cousin once removed. He is cousin Jimmy, in that always. However, if a relative has not made you proud, this can even be a brother or sister. We say politely, we're not that close.
We ain't that close.
We ain't that close, but yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, that's my cousin. That's yeah, we ain't that close though.
Yeah.
We ain't that close.
Yeah. I use that shit all the time.
Just so you blanket that like you don't need to know all my shit, but just know that I don't really fuck with them,
Right.
and we can continue this conversation.
You don't need to know my family
Let's stop
tree.
talking about them and let's keep rocking this.
But now, cousin so and so, he's doing really well.
yeah,
He's
I
doing
mean,
that
hey,
shit,
hey,
you know?
cousin, what from wherever the fuck, hey, he's doing great. That's what I heard.
I mean, we use cousin for people that aren't blood relatives either.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like that's just it's family at that point.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
that's neighborhood. That's on neighborhood
You like
right there.
bring in
Family
your
you're
fam.
proud of.
Right. You bring in your fam. You like wrap your arm around them and sing
If they're
sweet
your
songs
age,
about them.
They're your cousin.
And then if you don't care for them, family or not, we're not that close.
No,
We're not that close.
not at all.
And I don't actually
I don't
know
even
if
talk to
this goes to other people around the world or in other parts of this country, but like if you got a close friend that has a kid, that's your niece or nephew.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
And
definitely.
if that little boy or girl sees you, that's uncle or aunt so and so.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I
That's
mean,
not
like
blood, but
even
it's
my buddy
blood.
from Tuscaloosa, like his son is my actual godson, but his wife is my sister. We have no relation, but
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's my. Hey, your sister said something the other day, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? Wait.
Straight up.
And for me, even that was weird because I wasn't, and he's from West Virginia, so that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother type of Southern right there. Boy.
That's a northern
into that.
southern.
I was gonna say
Getting that.
Appalachia versus the Deep South versus
Apple-
coastal Carolinas versus Florida versus
Yeah, it's all different.
Texas.
Versus
You
Texas.
know what?
and shit.
Texas claims the South, but I definitely
Fuck
have some
Texas.
opinions about that because they're the Southwest.
I
Like
said it right
they
here,
are
right
not
now.
in the South
Fuck
anymore.
Texas.
Big Mexico, yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't care for everybody from Texas because I definitely have met some beautiful people. However, what's going on in that state
Is fucked.
and Florida, honestly, carve
yeah.
them off
Yep.
and like let them float out into the ocean
Hey,
at this
they've only
point.
been annexed for years now. So,
Because
I mean, it is what it is.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
But it's still like regionally, I'm like, that doesn't fit. You don't fit in the
Yeah.
because it's the South.
Well, I think it's quite.
they're in the middle.
It's quite ironic that the two states that are battling these two issues that are going on right now are the two states that were slave ports,
True.
the biggest slave ports in the United States.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just saying.
yeah.
Just saying.
There's a lot of parallels.
A lot of
Here's one
things.
sure.
that's massively southern to me at least. Hissy fit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
hissy fit.
hissy fit.
Never hissy
Don't you
fit.
throw no damn hissy fit over that.
Hey, full line. Keep on having a hissy fit, you get dolly-wopped.
There you
Ooh,
go.
you say dolly.
Or molly-wopped.
I was gonna say
or
you say
mollywopped.
dolly-wopped because I always grew up with molly-wopped.
Dolly-wop, molly-wop. That's, yeah, keep on having a hissy fit and get dolly-wop.
I know
Or
that there's
molly-wopped.
one that my wife is
Meaning
never.
I'm going to slap my child.
Yep.
Anyway.
if your child has totally lost their temper or control over their selves.
Yeah,
in
control
that
over
moment
their
in a social
facilities.
setting.
There's one that my wife
Again,
didn't
it all
know
boils
existed.
down to social settings.
Yes, it does.
Which is Grant. Grant actually saved me on this one by saying it in front of her, not knowingly. I don't know if I've even told him this, but tumped. So I said, "Oh, it tumped over," and she was just like, "Wait, what did you just say?" And I was like, "It tumped over," and she goes, "You mean it dumped over?" And I was like, "No, it tumped over."
yeah.
And she goes, "That's
different.
not a word," and I was like, "Yeah, it is."
I beg to differ with this time.
It might
yeah.
not be in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary, but it's
not be.
That shit tumped
definitely
over.
But
something
it
that
tilted
people
and dumped, so that motherfucker tumped over.
That motherfucker tumped over, bro.
I don't want to have to say tilted and dumped if I can just say
Yeah,
tumped.
it's
you
a
know?
tump. It's a tump.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's very true.
Yeah.
A guy that came in,
I
Ryan.
feel like dump is intentional. Tumped is like, oh shit, that tumped
yeah,
over.
that's
Because
an
it's
accident.
toppled
Exactly.
or tilted
Exactly.
and then fell,
And then fell over.
i.e. dumped.
One of the regulars that comes in the bar, Ryan, older cat, he comes in with Andy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He, last time I saw him, this last week, I was like, hey, man, what you been up to? And he was like, I'm just playing out in the woods. And I was like, cool. And he started
Awesome.
asking me about like lawnmowers and shit.
Just playing out in the woods.
Because he had himself a skid steer with a little backhoe attachment on it. So it's a small dump truck, basically.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the little bucket.
Yeah.
But he also has the back arm on it that can scoop shit out.
Yeah.
He was saying, late at night, playing out in the woods.
Because that's when you do it.
After too many whiskeys.
As you should.
Like you should.
After too many whiskeys.
After too many?
After too many whiskeys.
Too many whiskeys.
That's fun.
Got it.
He
Getting
had-
all of the
he
setup
had
for this.
his thing tump over. And he opened the door because he realized he was stuck. He couldn't move anymore. And so he opened the door and then just fell out sideways.
Yeah,
of course.
Because that's how the cabin was angled. at
Because
this
he
point.
was tumped.
Because you leaned back.
And he's laying on the ground and he realized he could reach up and touch the open door of the thing from his arm. That's how far this motherfucker was leant or tumped over.
Yeah. Leaned or tumped over. Yeah. What in the fuck was he doing?
Trying to fucking carve out a path in the woods.
So,
In
Way
the
too many
middle of the
whiskeys.
night.
In the middle
So
of the
like
night.
the difference between leant and tumped is like leant is like
Maybe arm's reach. I'm not sure.
leant is you got like a 35-degree angle on your tump. Tumped is you done fell all the way 90 degrees.
You're already over there.
You're 90 degrees. You
So-
got 30 degrees on your leant. Your tumped is. I'm sorry.
Your leaned can still be saved.
Your leant. You can still be
you can
leant.
Still
still
save
come back
leaned.
from
We
leaned.
leant out here, baby.
Yeah,
But
we leaned.
tumped is
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
upright to
To just
completely
boom.
over, like 90 degree, like you said.
Straight up. I feel like he like put too much in the skid steer, so he had some in the
He
back
went too-
hole. And like,
Maybe.
oh shit.
He went too
went to
hard in the
dump
paint.
it, and
He
it's
went
like,
too
bro-
hard in the paint with the little mini dump
Jesus
truck
Christ.
situation.
You went too hard in the paint with the whiskey as well.
Also,
Or that, either
well,
one.
also went too hard at night doing this. What the fuck is he thinking?
Because
Anyway.
he's being, no offense, he's being a man.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Like,
Burn.
I mean,
I can get this done now.
yeah.
Do it now.
I've
it.
been
Do it now.
drinking and nobody's here and I'm alone
I can knock this
and
out.
I have this time
yeah.
to myself.
Yeah,
So
fuck
this
it.
is
Knock it up.
perfect.
Yes, it is.
This is the best time. The only thing that would make this better is if my friends were here and we could film it.
And we were all as drunk as I am.
Exactly.
Right now.
That is, I mean,
But clearly, this man was 3 sheets to the wind.
3 sheets to the wind,
see,
baby.
I know it's 3 sheets and it's always been 3 sheets, but I grew up with people adding on so many more sheets. Just like they're like,
that's
I'm 9
nice.
sheets in, y'all. Or like, I'm 12 sheets to the wind. And you're just like half asleep
Oh, that's
on
some
the
Atlanta
couch.
shit.
I'm about to be there.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. It was never
I'm close.
3. It was like, I knew it was 3, but no one ever said 3.
Down home in Mississippi or Alabama, it was never past 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it was always
If you're
3.
talking about
sheets to the wind.
sheets, it's 3.
3 sheets to the wind. Another one of
'Cause you
these,
can't
I'm
get
gonna be
past
gone,
3.
boy.
Yeah.
Another one of these, I'm
I'd
out.
be gone.
Be gone. About 3 sheets.
3 sheets and then I'm gone.
My dad used to say this.
We're talking about drinking.
Yeah. my dad,
In case you needed some
my
extra
dad
room.
used to say this
It's
thing, and he was a Southern Baptist preacher, so he didn't cuss, neither of my parents cussed. But my dad, instead of saying like I don't give a fuck, would say I don't give a Sam Hill of beans.
Yeah.
Sam Hill.
Sam Hill.
I said it one time, I got slapped in the mouth, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What?
And he slapped me in the mouth again.
Yeah, because
That's
fuck
amazing.
was Sam Hill to him.
Yeah, right. And I was
Oh,
like, and it was
man.
because like somebody had ran over my cat. We were coming home from church, and it was in the road, and I was real pissed off, and I was just like, Sam Hill. Because Dad used to, I don't give a Sam Hill of beans.
Yeah,
And he
that
took
was
me
his-
in the house and was like, whop, in the mouth. And was like, Sam Hill, what? And I was like, that's just a name, dog. I didn't say fuck, goddamn, bitch, motherfucker, cocksucking anything. You know, I just said Sam Hill. Watch out.
Oh, God.
You get that right hand of fellowship down here in the south.
Hey, straight up, though.
Oh, man.
But 3 sheets to the wind, yes.
Yep.
As I am close to being blackout.
Yeah.
Yes.
That means you should go home.
I'm about to be fucked up. We should leave.
Someone needs to come get you. You should go to bed.
I'm about to
Go
start booty
home.
dancing on everybody.
3 C's to the win.
So another one is plum.
Oh, yes.
Now, plum
Plum.
I'm
can,
just
Perfect.
plum tuckered.
can mean
Plum
in-
tuckered out.
Plum tuckered out.
If
Plum
specifically,
tired.
if we're talking about woodworking, plum is like it fits up nicely
Are we
with
talking
the other one, right?
PLOMB?
No,
PLUM.
PLUMB.
Okay. Oh, UMB.
There's
So
a B
there's a
there.
B on the plum of this particular word.
But it basically means totally or absolutely, right?
Yeah, that boy,
So-
that boy there, he can't get shit right. He's just plum stupid. I tell you.
or
He's a
plum tired out,
Yeah.
plum tucker.
So,
Tucker.
so I'm just going to start
I was gonna
saying
say
when
plum
people are like,
tucker.
"Are you sure about that?" I'm gonna be like, "Plum."
Totally. I am plum.
I'm plum totes on that,
That's a
bro.
great way to start a cultural situation
right.
talk.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Plum.
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 Plums aren't clear at all. They're
Plum
dark
clear.
purple and will give you a disease if you eat the core. But
Yeah,
anyway.
don't do that. You
Let's
might
maybe
die.
take a moment to talk about highfalutin people.
Oh, not the high.
Highfalutin.
Highfalutin, as in like
fancy folk.
them fancy folk. We living in high cotton, y'all.
Highfalutin ass. But Sedity is another good one, but I think that's across
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah.
Highfalutin
Highfalutin
is
is basis
fantastic. It's always been one of my favorite.
That's an overly fancy person or someone trying to be fancy.
They're
That's actually
putting
the big
in
thing.
too much effort.
Which
They
is say we
are-
call that cap.
They're living above their means. Yeah. No, yeah.
You're doing too much. You faking some shit
Exactly.
to look like you're doing some shit.
Right.
It's cap nowadays, but highfalutin
Highfalutin.
was a more
That's an old
proper way to
school-
say that.
yeah.
I think it's also because you can absolutely tell they're not hiding it well.
No.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to dial it back.
Yeah, dial it back. Tuck it in, as they say in Canada.
Like you were at a 10, I'm gonna need you to bring it down to like a 4.
Or figure
The
it
rest
out.
of the world calls these people Karens.
Yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
So
Yeah.
there's that.
Heavens to Betsy's another good one.
Oh, that's great. I used to
Heavens
have
to
I used to have an
Betsy.
old Sunday school teacher that would used to Heavens to Betsy all the time. Which
the bed.
Do we know if Betsy was a particular individual that warranted
Betsy Williams, yeah.
heaven?
Betsy Williams, heaven fell all the way on her.
Good,
All the way.
She was
All the
good. She
way.
was great. Solid human.
Yeah.
That was a joke. If people don't know.
I was gonna ask, but also I'm like,
I have no
is
idea.
it Betsy Ross? Is it somebody who's like somewhat
Heavens to Betsy.
famous? It is Betsy Ross?
I don't.
Oh, you
Yeah.
signaled like that was the truth. You're the worst.
How about you just hit us up with those hot facts in the emails? Friends period, facts period, at fiction.com. At gmail.com. Anyway.
So I'm going to start it with another one that is a little bit better, slightly better. Too big for their britches.
Yeah.
So we have that. That's basically a highfalutin person.
That's also cap.
Yep.
Yep.
But you cap.
Those individuals are also referred to as uppity.
Yep.
Uppity,
I
sedity.
have massive qualms with that particular one.
Uppity.
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 Uppity has
We lost
Roots
our
in racism.
tag
Yes.
for uppity because it was. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to say it, you can
Yeah.
say it.
Hey,
I'm not going to say it.
you know what it was?
They might not.
I was gonna
You
say they
don't-
definitely
if you
know
have never
now.
heard the term in all these racist ass movies and call a motherfucker uppity nigga, you watch some more films. There's a lot out there. But yeah, you want to assimilate and be a part of our culture. Now we're going to use this uppity word as derogatory. That's what happened with that.
1,000%.
Yeah. Anyway.
This is a much more sweet one. Come here and give me some sugar.
Oh hell.
Oh, the sugar.
A little bit of
Yeah.
sugar.
That's the birth of creepy uncles.
Jesus Christ, I was about to go into my aunt, and then you said something about creepy uncles.
my aunt or my grandmother.
Yeah, I'm
Or
sorry.
my great aunt.
You better give me some sugar before you
forgive me.
leave.
Y'all put me on a dark path.
That is
threw
true.
it out there.
You
Come
did,
on, man.
You did kind of lead him down astray,
That's
if you
true.
will.
I did.
But
I
yes,
did.
But
yes.
also-
I apologize.
Come give me
about
some
that.
sugar. It's all good. But yes,
Did y'all ever
that
get
could be
your,
a loving term.
your cheeks
I'm sorry.
pinched,
Yes.
or
Yes.
was it
The
always
cheeky
like just
pinches?
a hug?
Yeah,
I got a lot of
cheeky
hugs.
pinches
I
always.
had two.
I never had
two.
cheek pinches.
I had two old ladies that would, but they were like my great grandmothers,
Gotcha.
and they would be
Pinch.
like, "Oh."
They'd really like grab
Yes.
both sides at the same
about
time.
that
Ow!
laugh.
No, it
About
doesn't
that
feel
laugh.
good.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, and it's also super awesome when they're like, "Oh, you're growing this way instead of this way." And you're
Yeah,
like,
that
"Yeah,
happens to me
I'm getting
too.
fat, not tall." Appreciate that,
Hey,
bitch.
trust me, I definitely had a couple individuals be like, they'd pinch my underarm,
Oh God.
like at the tricep, where
It was a little tester.
as you know,
It's a little
before
tester. Southern
you're
little like, hey,
before
get a
you
little
like
chubby.
start to grow into your adolescence
Mm-hmm.
and like change hormonally, a lot of young women are little on the chunkier side when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to the arms, and they like pinch there, and it's just like, touch me again.
Wait
I will
to make me
find
so
you in your
bad about
sleep.
my body.
You'll call me Annabelle from now on, all right? Like, don't touch
Yeah,
my arm.
That's one big thing about the antebellum times back then. It's like body shaming now is more visual because like Instagram and all that. But back then, like they would just be brutal, about it.
Psychological.
like straight up,
Full on.
like fucking like what? Are
You would be
doing?
called
How are
homely.
you
You would be
fitting in
called. You
this?
would
Like,
be.
yeah.
Like
super serious.
Shit.
they'd
Even
ask
up
you
until
questions of like, how's it? How's it going in school? Versus how's your husband at age 17?
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus Christ.
even my
real.
grandmother, like my
Crazy.
grandmother's not very old. She was born in like 52, and she would have my mom every morning. She would say, "Suck in your stomach, push out your chest, roll back your shoulders.
Jesus.
It's real.
You're not
I mean,
homeless."
that's really
know,
not
it's
great
like,
for your posture, but also
It is,
your
but-
psyche is very
That
fragile.
antebellum
Yeah.
shit, man. That shit is it's just real. It's serious.
No
man.
one wants to look at a homeless girl.
Homeless?
That's what
Damn.
she said.
Homeless?
She's like,
Damn.
you just look homeless.
Whoa.
You look homeless. Jeez.
That's deep.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah. Oh no. That's another thing about like the difference between like you get the Southern hospitality, but if you're in the
Oh.
South, you don't get that Southern
You definitely
hospitality.
don't. You
Yeah.
get all of it.
You get the
served on a silver platter.
Yeah.
The outsider is like bless your heart, which is a more well-known term now to be like,
Oh,
God,
honey.
you need help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
in good.
Yeah.
Straight.
Or if you want to talk politely, but also derogatorily about someone behind their back.
Exactly.
Bless her heart.
Bless her,
She's
she-
just having a
yeah,
real
she
hard
just-
time
yeah.
right now.
We're just
She's
really praying about her
We're
real
really
hard.
we're
Get it.
praying, and
Yeah.
we're
Bless your heart.
I got
their
the prayer
poor,
team at
Their
church.
poor children are really having a hard time in school because of what's going on in their home life.
You know,
And it's like, oh my
Bless
God,
their
you're
heart.
putting everybody's
and the devil done sent
shit out on
COVID.
blast.
Now our kids can't even go to school
Bless their
and
heart.
go to libraries.
Yeah. So I'm ending this up with some of the ones we talked about and some other ones, and their potential origins, because honestly, we don't know where a lot of these come from.
No.
This is true.
But he's too big for his britches means someone is arrogant, has too high of an opinion of himself. This may have been coined by Davy Crockett.
Oh, the homie.
It was first found in print in Crockett's 1835 book, an account of Colonel Crockett's tour to the north and down east. In this sentence, I myself was one of the first to fire a gun under Andrew Jackson. I helped to give him all his glory, but I liked him well once. But when a man gets too big for his breeches, I say goodbye.
There you
Did
go.
you just say down east?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
didn't,
'cause-
but he did.
Right, I'm just making sure that I heard that correctly because you said down and then east, and I'm
Down
like, those
east.
are directionally opposite of each other.
Yeah.
Down east. But that's lit though. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Big for his
right.
breeches.
Andrew Jackson, that nigga too.
Did any of y'all have like favorites? Like favorite euphemisms or
I know
colloquialisms that
everybody
you
here
like
knows mine.
to hear or say?
Mine is
Hellfire and Brimfish.
I was about to say,
Hellfire
I know
and
that.
Brimfish is great. I was just curious because I was always Grant and I joke all the time about the phrase "raise that window down." Because it's not RAISE as in to lift or to raise up. It's to raise RAZE as if you're cutting something to the ground.
Yeah.
And so we always joke about raising that window down. It's too hot in here. You need to raise that window down so we can turn the AC up.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
The AC situation is a different situation.
Raise that window down. That's awesome.
Here's
That's
another
one
one.
that I always liked called, well, it might be more military than Southern, but everybody Southern that I know that was in the military would always say, the chicken hawk is kicking when the wind's blowing outside, when it's cold.
Oh shit,
Chicken hawk's kicking.
Oh, interesting.
that's cool.
Oh, one of my favorites. Anyway.
Here's a really good one. Cattywampus.
Yep,
cattywampus.
That motherfucker
Got all-
knocked himself upside the head with that board and got all cattywampus.
Cattywampus.
Cattywampus is a fantastic word.
So the true origins are not clear. Lexicographers, Jesus, believe it could be a perversion of catty corner or catty corner, spelled differently. Also written cattywampus, cattywampus, catty-wonkus.
With a K.
So from Mississippi.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't know how to spell.
Cattywampus. I like how it can be like somebody crazy or something just out of place.
Yeah.
I love the like.
I mean,
like the
Yeah, right.
spread of that is massive.
Well, I swan. You heard that one?
well, I swan.
It's I do declare or something similar. It has nothing to do with swans.
Nope.
Not at all.
According to Evan Morris, the word detective is what linguists call an exclamatory asseveration of surprise.
Jesus.
I know. I'm at the end of my marathon here, so we're good.
Of
Wait.
that
Cunning
prize.
linguist over here.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Woof.
It's what linguists call an exclamatory asseveration of surprise. And it means fucking I declare or I swear. Right?
Well, I do
swan.
declare.
Well,
I
swan.
I swan.
It's like I bite my teeth at you type shit.
Bite my tongue at you.
Yeah.
Or bite my thumb
I
at
bite
you.
my
Yeah.
thumb at you.
Yeah,
thumb
bite
at
my
you.
thumb at
That's one of
you
my
type shit.
favorite Old
Yeah.
English terms.
Yeah, that's basically what that is, but Southern.
Right.
I swan.
I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
Exactly.
Fixin'.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fixin' is like,
That's,
it is a staple in my family.
No.
Fixin' was everywhere.
Fixing to do.
Fixin' to do laundry.
Fixing to what?
Fixin' to make some dinner.
Yeah.
but how are you
Fixing
fixing?
No,
to
there's
do
no
it, though?
G.
No, I know, but
Fixing.
with the rest of the world, you know, like what's the difference between fixing and fixing? Fixing just means I'm about to.
I'm
about to.
prepping.
I'm
means
prepping
I
to
am
do this. one
actually
thing.
doing. You know, like
With
yeah,
the G, it's you're actually in action. Fixin' with an apostrophe.
you about to.
I'm about
You're
to. I'm in the
mentally
process
preparing
of-
yourself to do the thing that needs fixing.
Yeah. So this actually originates from the 14th century. And it meant to set one's eye or mind to do something.
Yeah.
Oh, so
you
setting an intention like in yoga classes.
And within
Bang, bang. There
America,
you go.
it was
There you
first
go.
recorded in the 18th century. The Oxford English Dictionary cited this 1716 example. He fixes for another expedition.
Ooh, he fixes.
Yes, he fixes. We just remixed that hoe.
I like that. That's good.
Right?
Well, I mean, it also makes sense with like the whole like, you know, like fix your mind on this kind of a thing, you know.
Or if you're about to go on an expedition, you probably have a lot of things to set in order, i.e., broken things from a previous expedition that you definitely need to
Need
fix.
to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Fixing
fixes
Fixing to.
fixing.
Fix it.
Another one phrase. You alright?
Yeah.
You alright?
It means a whole bunch of different things.
A whole
Oh
bunch
man,
of shit.
you just
You alright? Like
And that's
you
only
need
one
some
syllable.
money? You alright?
Yeah.
You trying to fight? You alright? Oh, bruh, that shit's dope. Hey, you alright? Yeah.
You got it right there.
Right. Yeah.
Bro,
That reminds
shit
me.
is
That's like the
universal term for a lot of
That's-
shit.
yeah. I was gonna say another universal term
Yeah, right?
is know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Like it's the opposite side.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
you all right? No, I mean
yeah, I mean, I mean,
it's the yin to the yang, you know,
exactly,
and you're just like
exactly.
it's
And we love
delightful.
to throw a whole bunch of things together, right?
Yeah.
Like verbally speaking.
Makes it
like
easy.
My mama and them.
Yep. Mom and them.
That
How your mom and
means-
them doing?
Everybody.
Did it him do?
Mom
it?
and them.
Mom and them.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
all y'all.
Oh, y'all.
Oh, y'all?
All y'all
'Cause
is the
y'all-
most encompassing, most
But all
inclusive
y'all.
thing you can say. Fuck all y'all.
Or
Because
not.
I do not discriminate who I'm telling to fuck off. It's all y'all.
It's
All y'all.
Everybody in
y'all.
this room
Everybody
right
that
now.
I
Yeah.
see
Everybody.
presently,
Every,
fuck all y'all.
Every
Island
living
of
thing
all
in
y'all.
here.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Everything drawing a breath in this room. All y'all
All y'all.
motherfuckers.
Yeah. And that person's probably fisting to do something.
And then there's the rare occasion
Without
of
a doubt.
namaste, which is hey, y'all want to go down the store? Namaste.
Jesus Christ.
Very true.
That's good. That's good.
That is an individual deciding that he's going to
He's gonna stay around.
be where he is.
He's gonna be where he is.
Namaste.
He's going to reside in his place.
It's a classic.
Which
Classic.
also, in a psychological way of thinking about it, is everyone else is doing their thing and you're namaste. So it also makes sense.
Yes. This is
Ooh, OMGs.
them vibes. Good them vibes.
I do not mean to poke fun. Grant, do you have a
You got
particular
another one?
favorite?
Another one?
Are you good?
I mean, the last one on this little last list we got right here is just, he's just playing possum.
Just playing possum.
Is that because possums are just more in the South?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, because you just be like, oh, he's playing dead. Yeah.
Let me get a consensus. Are we pro possum or anti possum?
I love possums.
I don't have an issue with them. I mean, they're mean. as
No
fuck.
issue. Very much pro. Justin, you got an opinion?
Not really fond.
Okay.
As a young child, I had a
You had an
traumatic
experience.
week in my life where I had to kill my first snake, and I've seen freshly born possums with their mother in a garbage can within like the 3 days following.
How old were you?
I was
He's an
like
adult at this point.
4 to 6. Somewhere in
Oh,
there.
so this is
I
a
was
core
young.
memory.
You saw other baby possums.
I was
You
young.
had a core memory
Way later
of
in life.
snakes and possums.
Yeah, I've seen more possums, a lot of more possums in my fucking life since then. But yeah, that shit was traumatizing. And it was one of those things like, being the dude in the house, 'cause my mom divorced early, whatever.
Right.
It's like kind of just gotta hold that, chief.
Right.
Hey, that's on you, player. And keep that tucked. And yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
that shit was
kind of
brutal.
you're not anti possum, but you're not pro
I,
possum.
hey,
You're
that's
neutral.
dope over
you're
there.
neutral on possums.
It's dope over there.
Delightful.
But over here where I'm at, I'm good.
I like
know?
possums.
You know?
I mean,
dig
I
it.
certainly don't
To each their own.
want them near me in a
No.
vicinity where they can like hiss and do all
Hell
their
no.
scary stuff. But I think possums are great and
They
adorable, especially when they're very, tiny, newborn.
They also
styles.
are. They are very rare to have diseases and shit like that too.
Exactly.
Which is good because they are pretty fucking feral out here in the South.
yeah.
For sure. But
Yeah, they
but
definitely eat garbage.
That's my story on that.
No, you're fine. I was asking because I have a very close friend of mine who loves possums and lives in a place in northeast Georgia. I think it's near Hiawassee, if I'm right. I hope I'm right. But they do an annual possum drop on New Year's Eve at this one local bar / gas station or something. I don't know. I can't quite
You said
remember.
bar / gas station.
It's like
Turn
a
it
small
up.
town. It's like a small town, but
I
they
can
have
gas up
this
before I
spot.
leave the bar.
They have this spot where they do an annual
They got
possum
gas, they
drop.
got booze.
They
Yeah, I got you. I
It's
got you.
like I don't know. It's probably like a bodega or something. Like but it's also a gathering spot for this tiny little Northeast Georgia town.
Yeah.
But they have an annual possum drop, and it's like a big event, and it's so cool because I'm like, the peach drop's fun, the guitar drop's fun, the
Ball drop. all
ball
that
drops
bullshit.
count down
But
from
a
10 to
possum
1.
drop?
We got
But
the
like
possum
you're only
drop.
ever in a place where you see a possum drop a couple times maybe ever in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And so if you ever want to experience some real southern shit,
look up the possum
look
drop.
up possum drop in northwest Georgia. I think I said east, but northwest Georgia near the Tennessee-Georgia line. I promise you'll have a really
So,
fantastic
That needs
story.
to be a drink name.
So yeah, the possum drop.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
Yes.
when you're going through all like the antics of like what they're doing with like New Year's and everything. It reminds me of like the full size like Chuck E. Cheese possum that's on the Goofy
the
movie.
animatronic.
Or on the Goofy
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
The guy that
Oh,
comes
my
out
God.
dressed like the
Yeah. Oh my god!
Also, I
forgot about
two
that.
other Southern phrases that I don't know if you guys have heard.
Yes.
These things come from my grandmother. Or one of them comes from my uncle, who is not really my uncle. That's another Southern thing. Your family has.
Yeah.
Cousins.
More family.
And
It's,
then
that's a
uncles.
cousin, but it's an uncle because
Yeah.
it's older,
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, my grandmother's best friend from high school who lives with her, my uncle would say when we were watching football and stuff, in an expression of this person's really strong or tough or whatever. Oh, that motherfucker grab up a bale of hay and jump a 10-foot ditch.
There you go.
Yeah.
And be like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
And then my grandmother, instead of saying, I don't give a fuck, would say, I don't care if that hair lips the Pope. And I'm like, what? Hair lips the Pope? What does that even mean?
I don't. Yeah, that's a new one on
That's
me.
that's some 1800s all day
That's
right there, boy.
amazing.
That's some
Love
old
that.
shit.
I'm going to go get him out of jail. I don't care if it hair lips the Pope.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's something that never passed that folds of generation.
Yeah, no.
Because what?
Okay.
It didn't
The
quite
fir-
land.
They didn't catch. It caught traction, but it didn't really catch.
Right.
Oh, anyway. Well, yeah. Southern sayings. Episode's been lit. I'm kind of lit. Anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I'm about to get there.
Thank y'all for listening. It's been Tweener number 3 in between season 4 and season 5. Season 5 starts next week. I hope y'all hype. We got some good shit coming. Thank y'all for supporting us. Give us that 5-star review, that thumbs up. You can support us at anchor.fm/Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Don't forget to email us all your inquiries and any ideas you have for us to cover in the following seasons at friends.facts.fiction@gmail.com.
Or DM us.
Or DM us on
Instagram.
Instagram. You know, that's good vibe, big vibes there. Friends, Facts, and Fiction at Gmail, or on Instagram. I think it's Friends.Facts.Fiction.
Yeah, it is.
On Instagram. Hit us up there. You'll directly be talking to me, most likely. And I'm Justin Hammonds. And I'm saying love, live life, because it's worth living, y'all.
I'm Drew Shonut. I think I'm going to try to get this one right this time. Stay kind, be informed, and make a motherfucking difference.
There you go. Grant Bramblett here. What do I have? What do I have? If you understand Southern phrasing, I never lied to you. But if you can speak in Southern phrasing and also get it, I always liked you. You know what I mean? You get that? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense.
As he did a Southern saying with his Southern sayings. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
That was a big brain. That was a big brain boy move right
Onions, baby. Onions.
Onions.
there. And Grace Higginbotham is here as well. Would you like to say anything?
Oh, sure. This is Grace Higginbotham. And I just want to encourage all of you that if you have any moments where you feel like you're just going to lose it, everybody just take a big, deep breath in and then let it go. Because you don't need to carry that with you.
Not at all.
Is it
Let
okay
it
if I
out.
breathed out
Breathe.
my butt?
Let her know.
That's also allowed.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, she goes to the
happens all the
bathroom
time.
because we're in the studio right now.
Happens all
So
the
do that, please.
Had a really bad yoga session one time that didn't involve that, but that's
Hey,
okay.
there you go. And such and forth. Do you have? Are you teaching any classes right now?
I am
Would
teaching.
you like to
Yeah,
promote that?
absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, everybody out there. I'm currently teaching 2 classes a week at Ola Yoga Studio over off of East Trinity. Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
There you go.
and then Friday afternoons at 4:30. Both are heated vinyasa classes. So as we move into the summer, if you're the type of folks who like to sweat and work and feel more alive in your body, then come practice with me.
There you go.
I got a Monday class at Climb over on the west side, not heated, but power and restorative, so a 50-50 split. Really juicy, lovely, feel good. So join me.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Juicy,
Say
juicy
there.
and lovely. I like that.
I mean, you got
What
like
kind of
you
yoga
want
class is this?
you want your joints to feel lubricated. All right, so juicy
That's
fits
true. That's
because
true. There you go.
creaky joints when you're in your 30s suck, and I'm not trying to do that. So if you want to make sure your body feels nice and
Lubricated, juicy,
nice and flowy,
fluid.
juicy, lovely,
Yeah. There
Do
you
it.
go.
do my best.
Oh yeah. Oh, Nashville and the greater area. Holler at Grace. She's out here doing it. Yogi
Grace the
Grace.
Yogi.
Grace
Oh.
the Yogi.
Grace the Yogi
On
on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Check that out. Thank y'all for listening. Again, stick with us. Season 5 is happening next week. We love y'all. Be beautiful, I guess. Do dope shit.
Whoop, whoop.
Never forget that you have this life and it's beautiful. Anyway, this has been a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction. And we out.
Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the next installment. Find us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Our Instagram handle is friends_facts_fiction. As always, please reach out to us. You can send any of your questions, praise, and fact-checking to friends.facts.fiction@gmail.com. It's important to us to only propagate the truth, and we'll correct any errors we may have made. Your hosts and researchers are Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut. Our episodes are produced by Grant Bramlett. Additional producership provided by Grace Higgs. Our recording engineer is Grant Bramlett. Our editor, mix, and mastering audio engineer is Jeremy Mulder. Lighting design is provided by Justin Hammonds. This has been a production of Friends, Facts, and Fiction.
All right. Boogie woogie boogaloo. Put on a groovy shoe. All right.
Yeah.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
Lanolin.
Checkers rallies curvaceous curly fries. Checkers rallies curvaceous curly
Wow.
The way that y'all did that,
couldn't
in
have been.
unison
That couldn't have
was
been
just
planned even
perfect.
better.
Oh God.
I'll leave it to the rhythm section.
Was that planned? It was not.
Not planned at all.
Oh my God.
That was
And we got
actually.
our,
Y'all have such
I'm not
like
even mad. I'm impressed.
That was
clever
old school.
things to say
That was old school
to,
shit.
to warm up.
we got our
I-
post-show sound bit
I was
there.
gonna say I
Here
don't,
it is.
I
It's
don't
done.
think I have anything
Did
to
it.
do that.
I think we got that. I think we got a lot of that.